Being able to fall safely is a really important movement skill for everybody. But if practicing break falls sounds intimidating to you, here are a couple of progressions that you can do without having to actually fall from a height. We're gonna start in a bent sit position, and you're just gonna start rocking back and try and balance on your hips and round your back as much as possible before you let yourself rock back and up. The more rounded your back is, the more smooth your roll is gonna be. If you keep your back too straight, it's gonna be pretty clunky. And you don't want clunky, you want smooth. So we're rocking back, rounding the back, and coming back up. Next, let's look at the position for the backwards break fall. I'm laying on the ground with one leg sticking out, the other leg's planted on the ground. My arms are at about 45 degrees from my side, my chin's tucked, and my head is up. So I'm gonna come up, and then I'm gonna drop down through that beginning of that rocking position, and then letting a leg stick out, letting my arms stick out, tucking my chin. You can do this a few times with each leg extending, but make sure you're keeping your chin tucked so that your head's not hitting the ground. The arms help to keep the head up as well. That pressure with the hands keeps my upper back off the ground and keeps my head more vertical so that I don't get this kind of emotion going when I hit the ground. So a few times per side. And when you're practicing this alone, you might want to do 5 or 10 per side before moving on to the next thing. As for the next thing, we're doing side break falls. So the side break fall position is quite similar to the back break fall. I'm just turning a little bit on my way down. My leg's still sticking out, the other leg is still planted on the ground. One of my arms is still out at about a 45-degree angle, and the other hand is actually under my head. So if you're in this position and you touch your head to the ground, that's gonna give you a good sense of what part of your head needs to be protected. So I'm gonna bring my hand behind my head and make sure that my hand's hitting the ground instead of my head. So holding the hand here is a good way to protect your head. You can also hold the ground. This is a little more reliable. From the top, turning slightly on the way down. You can try that a few times on both sides. Practicing these break falls from that sitting position allows us to get used to the pattern without actually having to fall. That's it for today. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to like and subscribe if you found this video helpful, and I'll see you next time.